When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here, in the place you call home. Now, and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a recarpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start stop technology, you'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Tide Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience, learn from factory-trained service experts, and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you. The Tide Machinery, Highmore, Miller, and Pierre, your local Case IH dealer. Visit titanmachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union insurance agent today.
Wind Circle, operating since 1995. We combine quality customer service and experience with the right technology to meet your needs. Our cybersecurity certified technicians will make sure your systems are secure. Services offered are video and data cabling, service and support contracts, cutting-edge camera systems to door security devices. Wind Circle has many hardware options: Dell, HP, Cisco, SonicWall, and Ruckus, to name a few. Our staff has over 30 years of combined network design and cabling experience at your disposal. Call us today, 605-224-1111, and request a free quote. Again, that's 605-224-1111.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill you. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a recarpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start-stop technology. You'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
Stay at Mobridge Country Inn and Guide Service, locally owned on Highway 12 and 20 West. Enjoy clean linens, plenty of amenities, and a comfortable stay with authentic country hospitality. The inn is within walking distance to most of the town's attractions. Guests can enjoy continental breakfast, barbecue grills, HD cable TV, microwaves, refrigerators, free Wi-Fi, and much more throughout the property. Book guided fishing trips through the front desk. Proud supporter of all South Dakota high school activities.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome everyone to Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierce, South Dakota, where we have girls basketball action tonight, as it's the visiting Gregory Lady Gorillas taking on the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes tonight. A couple of similar teams record-wise, as both teams currently struggling so far on the year. Gregory comes in with an overall record of 1-9 on the year. The Lady Buffaloes currently standing at 1-12. The one thing they do have in common, each victory for both teams came over the Chamberlain Lady Cubs. So we'll see which team can put it together tonight and come out with their second victory on the season, as warm-ups have concluded here. And we'll get ready for action here in just a moment. Just a few keys here for the Lady Buffaloes. As usual, they need to make sure that they take care of the basketball tonight. Turnovers have been an issue in the past, but as long as they can maintain possession and play a good defense as well, and they should be able to keep themselves in this contest and have a shot for a victory tonight here from Parkview. So with that, looks like we're going to go ahead and get ready here for the national anthem, and once that concludes, we'll bring in the starting lineups and we'll get ready for tip-off here shortly. Should also mention the Stanley County boys basketball team is up in Oneida tonight in action as well. That's probably already tipped off as well. So I'll try to give you an update on that as we go out throughout the evening here. So let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back to live action once the colors have been retired.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today, and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Every new year requires new parts, and that's why you need to check out the updated Grossenberg Parts Catalog for specials on planter parts and many other items to help you prepare for planting season and the rest of the year. Ask about our large selection of hydraulic hose fabrication ends and hoses, plus batteries and chargers to get you through those cold January nights. Stop by one of our 9 locations today or go to grossenberg.com for more details. Grossenberg Implement, where service is the other half of a great product.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Service Master.
All right, welcome back to Parkview Auditorium, folks, as we're ready to tip off here shortly once the starting lineups have been announced here. I failed to mention this is Brian Menning with GoBubs Live, bringing you the play-by-play action tonight. I'll go ahead and introduce the Lady Gorillas here first. Starting off at guard, number 0, Danny Vanderwerf. And it looks like senior guard number 11, Ashlyn Vosika. Followed by number 14, Allison Steviks, senior forward. And then it was also number 21, Reagan Grazer, forward, sophomore forward. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Lady Gorillas was number 22, Sadie Carlson, a freshman. I believe I got that correct. I missed that last one, but we'll clarify things if needed. Now the starting lineup here for your Lady Buffaloes. Sophomore guard number 4, Austin Norman. Senior guard number 11, Kiera Briggs. Senior forward number 12, Kaysen McGee. Another senior number 14, Cameron Norman. And then rounding out the starting lineup for the Lady Buffaloes, a freshman guard number 15, Addie Deal. So once again, each team here looking for their second victory on the season. Should mention the Lady Gorillas are coached by Lonnie Clute and head coach of the Lady Buffaloes, Keely Braceland. As we are ready for tip-off here, just looking at the eye test, it looks like the Lady Gorillas may have the size advantage overall, so we'll see how things pan out as Addie Deal comes away with the basketball on the opening tip as the Lady Buffs will set up their offense. Norman swings it over to Austin Norman. Swinging around the perimeter, here's Deal. Deal back to the top of the key. Here's Cameron Norman with it. She'll drive, take it back out. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Deal with it. She drives middle, loses it. And here come the Lady Gorillas with their first possession. Loses her balance, able to retain possession though, and now we have going to be a hold on Addie Deal. So her first personal foul. Kind of maybe another key tonight. Lady Buffalo's not all that deep on the bench, so make sure they stay out of foul trouble as well. As the Gorillas will inbound to Grazier. She kicks it back out, swing it around the perimeter to Carlson. Carlson's jumper comes up short, rebounded by Cameron Norman. She'll push it up court. Gets it over to McGee. McGee loses it. Here come the Lady Gorillas once again. Vosika with it. Back on top to Grazier. Back to Vosika. They'll swing it around to Carlson. Vosika in the corner to Grazier. That shot off the mark and Deal with the rebound. She'll push it down court. Deal tries to take it coast to coast, but ends up going off a Lady Gorillas. It'll remain Buffalo basketball, still scoreless with 6:40 to go here in the first quarter. McGee to inbound, looking for options, finds Deal underneath. Deal can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Gorillas, and they'll set up possession once again. I believe that's Grazier with it on top of the key. Carlson with it now. Around the perimeter, back to Grazier. Grazier with a deep three. Off the back iron, offensive rebound, blocked. But another rebound underneath by Vanderwerf, and she'll get fouled underneath and head to the free throw line. So nearly 2 minutes in, still looking for her first points of the ball game. And Vanderwerf's free throw is going to come up short. And Vanderwerf able to knock down the second. So there's our first points of the ball game. As I get my scoreboard adjusted here, folks, my apologies. There we go. Lady Buffaloes to inbound. It'll go to Cameron Norman. Looks like the Gorillas in a zone here. Maybe a 2-3 zone, it appears. When Norman loses the dribble, it goes off the Gorillas. It'll remain Buffalo basketball. Inbound to Austin Norman, swings it over to Deal. Deal drives baseline with it, puts up the floater a little too strong. And it's going to go out of bounds off the Lady Buffaloes and be Gorilla basketball. As Grazier will bring it across the timeline. Swings it over to Carlson. Carlson's deep jumper, too strong. Gorilla's there for another offensive rebound. That was Grazier again underneath. She'll get fouled underneath. As Austin Norman will pick up her second foul and head to the bench. As it looks like Jersey Schnee checks in for her. That jumper along the baseline too strong. And Cameron Norman comes away with the rebound, pushes it down court. Here's Deal again. Deal cross court to, can't tell who that is, as folks are in my line of sight. That was Norman on the jumper. That was off the mark. Here's Grazier with it once again. Off to Vosika. Grazier will drive middle. Kicks it back out. Now to Vosika. Back down low. Nice play defensively by Schnee. Schnee will come away with it. Looking for some help. As Vosika tries to save it, but it ends up in the hands of the Lady Buffaloes. And here's Norman with it again with just about 4:45 to play in quarter one. And now we're going to have a jump ball underneath. Possession arrow is going to favor the Gorillas. And Vosika will bring it up the court this time for the Lady Gorillas. Over to Grazier. And we have a whistle, offensive foul, illegal screen apparently. So here's Norman. A little bit of backcourt pressure this time by the Gorillas. Here's Deal with it. Deal throws it up. That shot too strong off the backboard. Tries to run down her own rebound. Does run it down, but now is going to throw it away. It'll be another turnover on the Lady Buffaloes. So the Lady Gorillas will inbound underneath their own basket. Inside to Grazier, triple teamed underneath, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to favor the Lady Buffaloes this time. Inbound goes to Norman, who then gets it to Deal. It's to Cameron Norman. She'll goes baseline with it. Back out to Deal. Deal's three-point jumper. Rims out. Rebound to the Gorillas. Push it back down court to Carlson. Nearly stolen by Deal. It'll go out on Deal and remain Gorilla basketball. Carlson back to Grazier. Grazier's jumper off the mark once again. And we have a foul underneath as Norman, I believe, is going to get called for the push-off. That's 14 fouls on the Lady Buffs. The next one's going to send the Gorillas to the free throw line for the bonus. Inbound goes to Vanderwerth. That one rims out. And Kira Briggs there for the rebound. Briggs pushes it up court. Briggs drives middle with it, loses it. It's going to go off of Briggs' knee and be Gorilla basketball. Still just the lone point by Danny Vanderwerth's free throw with 3:30 to play here in the first quarter. Here's Vosika with it. Gets it to Grazier. Grazier kicks it out. Vanderworth on top of the key. She makes a nice move, drives middle with it. Puts it up off the glass, too strong. Nobody there except the Lady Gorillas for the offensive rebound. Grazier shot off the mark. Vosika with the offensive rebound. Vosika with it. She'll swing it around the perimeter to Carlson. That one's too strong. That's going to go off the Lady Gorillas and be Buffalo basketball. Briggs with it, gets it to Deal. Deal looking for Schnee. Schnee loses it. And Vosika comes away with it. Vosika down low finds an open cutting Reagan Grazier, who puts in the first field goal of the game. Here's Schnee as she crosses the timeline. It's over to Norman, swings it to Deal. Deal wide open for three. Off the back iron. Schnee there for the offense rebound. Schnee puts it back up, can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound again, tries to get it to Briggs. And it gets tipped away by the Gorillas, and they'll come back the other way. Vanderworth with it to Vosika. Wide open inside is Grazier, can't get it to go. Schnee comes away with the rebound. And Norman will bring it up for the Lady Buffs. 2 minutes to play here in quarter number one. 3-0 Gorillas. Norman with it in the corner. To Deal. Back to Norman. Norman deep three. Off the glass and good. So Cameron Norman will knock down a three and tie this up at 3 apiece. Grazier with it. She'll drive baseline. Takes the baseline jumper, too strong. That's going to go off the Lady Gorillas and be Buffalo basketball. As number 33 for the Gorillas checks in, that is going to be Sophie Scalia. Inbound will go to Norman. To McGee, back to Norman. To Deal. Tries to find Briggs, nearly stolen. McGee able to pick it up, finds Schnee underneath. Schnee can't get it to go. As the Gorillas will walk it back up court. There's Carlson with it. Swings it around the perimeter. Vosika's three comes up short. Gorillas not able to run down the offensive board. It'll go out of bounds and be Lady Buffalo basketball with 55.7 seconds left in the quarter. Lady Buffs looking for their first lead. Trailed 3-0 until Austin Norman knocked down. Excuse me, that wasn't Austin. That was the other Norman. That was Cameron that knocked down that three. As Austin was on the bench. As we're going to have a double dribble now on Cameron Norman. All right, 49 seconds for the Gorillas to work with here now. Grazier to Vosika. Back to Grazier in the corner. Grazier's jumper. Getting off the back iron. Schnee there for the rebound. Now the Lady Buffaloes can play for the final shot here as the shot clock is off. 25 seconds on the clock. And that's going to get stolen. This is Grazier with it. Grazier tries to take it coast to coast, and she'll put it up off the glass and good. Her second bucket of the ball game. Here's McGee with it with 10 seconds. Deep three by Norman. That hits the front of the rim. Lady Gorillas still have a little bit of time here if they hustle. And at the buzzer, it's going to be Reagan Grazier. Knocks down the deep three. And with that, that'll give the Gorillas an 8-3 advantage at the end of the first. Let's go ahead and take a break, catch our breath, and we'll come back with second quarter action right after this.
Is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pite's Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pite's Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
All right, welcome back to Parkview Auditorium. As it was, excuse me, let me get my quarter adjusted there. It was Reagan Grazier knocking down a 3 at the buzzer to give the Lady Gorillas an 8-3 advantage here as we start the second period. Grazier was 7 of the 8 Lady Gorilla points. And here she is again as she'll drive baseline, tries to get it down low, stolen by the Lady Buffaloes. Here comes Norman with it, gets it off to Austin Norman, who's back in now, back to Cameron. And Cameron will set things up as she gets it over to Deal. Back to Austin Norman. Austin Norman for 3. There's the 3. I had her marked down earlier for 1, and now she knocks down her first. So a couple of 3s by the Lady Buffaloes. Here's Carlson again for the Gorillas to Vanderwerth. Here's Grazier again, another 3. She rattles that one in. So Grazier with her second 3. And 11-6 advantage now for the Lady Gorillas. As Vosika's going to pick up a foul in the backcourt. Lady Gorillas applying a little bit of pressure now, something the Lady Buffaloes do have tendency to struggle with. Here's Norman. Vosika going to pick up another foul in the backcourt. So quick back-to-back fouls by Ashlyn Vosika. Norman with it, gets it to Briggs. And Briggs will set things up for the Lady Buffs. Over to Austin Norman. Norman will drive baseline. Kicks it to Cameron Norman. Norman's 3, too strong. And Grazier there for the rebound. Back come the Lady Gorillas. Vosika down court. Vosika puts it up too strong. As Deal comes away with the rebound. Deal gets it over to Cameron Norman. Back to Deal. Austin Norman with it now. Pass too high for Cameron and it'll go off her fingertips. Again, another one of those unforced errors by the Lady Buffaloes. Again, you got to take care of that basketball in these possessions. As Grazier will cross the timeline here for the Lady Gorillas. Over to Carlson. In the post to Vanderwerth. Vanderwerth spins, turns around, and puts it off the glass for her first field goal. Austin Norman over to Deal. Deal looking for Norman inside, stolen by Grazier. She'll bring it up court. Nearly stolen by McGee. Now she comes away with it. McGee looking for options, tries to take it. Coast to coast comes up short on the layup attempt. And Grazier pushes it up once again for the Lady Gorillas. Tries to go inside to Vanderwerth and knocked away by the Lady Buffaloes. It'll remain Gorilla basketball as Schnee checks back in for the Lady Buffs. And we're going to have a timeout here on the court by the Lady Gorillas. Let's take one as well. It looks like it's going to be a 30-second break. We will take one as well and be back right after this.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
5:24 to go here in the first half. It's the Gregory Lady Gorillas with a 13-6 advantage over the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. Gorillas in possession as they'll throw in underneath their own basket. They'll throw it out to Carlson. Carlson's deep jumper off the mark. She'll get her own rebound, though, and get fouled underneath. So the Gorillas will throw in once again underneath their own basket. Inbound goes to Carlson. That jumper off the mark and rebounded by Briggs. Briggs will push it up for the Lady Buffs. Over to Deal. To Austin Norman. Norman out to McGee. Inside the high post to Schnee. Schnee loses it, but able to be picked up once again by Briggs. Now she loses it. And the Lady Gorilla is able to save it. As Vanderwerth will bring it down court. She'll try to go coast to coast with it and does off the glass. Nice play there by Danny Vanderwerth. As the Gorillas will increase their lead to 15-6. As Briggs tries to get it across the timeline and does. Here's McGee with it at the free throw line. She'll take that jumper, comes up short. Schnee able to save it right into the hands of the Lady Gorillas. Grazier to Carlson. Back to Grazier. Back to Carlson as the Lady Buffaloes are in a 2-3 zone of their own. Gets into the high post of Vanderwerth. Now we got a tie up here. And that possession arrow is going to favor the Lady Buffaloes. .405 to go here in quarter two. Lady Buffalo offense struggling tonight as there's another unforced error. Just a couple of three-pointers. Carlson for a deep three. That's too strong. And Austin Norman there for the rebound. That's Briggs' three-point attempt. No good. McGee able to run it down. McGee finds Briggs again to Norman. Norman will take another three. That one just a little too strong and rims out. And we got a travel underneath, so it'll be Lady Buffalo basketball underneath their own basket. As number 10 checks in for the Lady Gorillas, that's Gracie Biggins. McGee looking for options, finds Briggs. To Deal. Deal drives, gets her shot blocked. It will remain Lady Buffalo basketball. As Cameron Norman will check back in for the Lady Buffs. And McGee will inbound once again underneath their own basket. Out to Briggs. To Deal. Deal will take a three. That's too strong. Battle for the rebound. We're going to have another jump ball situation. This time possession arrow favors the Gorillas. As Grazier will cross the timeline once again for the Gorillas, hands it off to Carlson. Carlson looking for options, gets it to Biggins. Carlson drives to her right, around the perimeter. Here's Vanderwerth with it. She'll make a nice move, drive left, kicks it out to Biggins. That shot's no good. McGee there for the rebound. And Austin Norman will push it up court to Cameron Norman. Norman drives, loses her balance. It's going to be another Lady Buffalo turnover. As Deal knocks that out of bounds, it'll remain Gorilla basketball. 2:39 to play here in the first half. As Grazier will set things up once again here for the Lady Gorillas. Over to Biggins, back to Grazier. Cross court to Carlson. Swing it around the perimeter once again. This time Grazier will drive, puts it up. Too strong. Deal there for the rebound. She'll push it up court, doesn't have any help. Decides to take it coast to coast. That aggression pays off as she's going to get fouled on that layup attempt. Couldn't quite convert the basket, but Addie Deal to the free throw line for 2. Gracie Biggins called for the foul. Deal's first free throw, a little too strong off to the left. Deal's second off the mark as well, rebounded by the Gorillas. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Gorillas with a 15-6 advantage. Grazier setting things up as she has done most of the evening. She'll drive baseline with it. Turn spins. Nice block by Austin Norman. Even though Grazier had the size advantage, Norman timed that nicely. As we end up with a jump ball situation, and possession arrow favors the Lady Buffaloes. Here's Austin Norman as she'll cross the timeline and is going to step on the sideline and be yet another Lady Buffalo turnover. Inbound goes to Carlson. She hands it back to Grazier. Grazier with a deep three, the one like similar to what she hit at the end of the first quarter. A little too strong on that attempt, though, this time around. As Briggs will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Buffs. Gets to Cameron Norman. Over to Austin Norman. Norman will put up the jumper. That's off the glass and good for 3. So Austin Norman's second 3. Much needed bucket by the Lady Buffs. Grazier to Biggins. Back to Vanderwerth. Vanderwerth will drive to her right. Puts it up off the glass and good. 17-9 advantage now, under a minute to go here in the first half. McGee to Norman to Deal. Deal will put up a jumper. Gets the roll. Addie Deal off the back rim and falls. Her first 3 of the night. As the Lady Buffs cut the deficit now to 5, 17-12 with 30 seconds to go. Biggins around the perimeter. Carlson, they go inside to Vanderwerth. Vanderwerth going to get blocked again. Scramble for the rebound is going to go off the Lady Buffaloes and be Gorilla basketball with 18 seconds remaining. Inside to Grazier. She can't get it to go. Gets her own offensive rebound. That one doesn't go either. McGee comes away with it. Lady Buffaloes have 10 seconds to work with here. Here's Deal. And we're going to have a jump ball, I believe. Yes, and possession arrow is going to favor the Gorillas with 6 seconds to go. So look for Grazier to get off another 3-point shot here as Vosika will check in with the final 6 seconds. Grazier hit one at the end of the first quarter buzzer. Let's see if they'll call her number again. Here's Vanderwerth down low. Vanderwerth will put up the easy layup and in at the buzzer. And so with that, let me give the Gorillas their 2 points here, and that'll give the Gregory Lady Gorillas a 19-12 advantage over the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes at halftime here. So we will take a halftime break as well. I'll check in on that Stanley County boys basketball score up in Oneida, and we'll recap the first half here in just a few minutes right after this.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technology, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
All right, welcome back to Parkview Auditorium, where we are at the half, as it is the Gregory Lady Gorillas with a 19-12 advantage over the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. Both offenses struggled early to get things going. Picked it up a little bit there in the second quarter. Let's go ahead and recap this first half here. At the end of one, it was the Lady Gorillas with a 8-3 advantage after the first, thanks to a Reagan Grazier long three-point shot at the buzzer. But Stanley County bottled back a little bit and able to make it a ball game here at the half, thanks to the three-point shot. But they were outscored that second quarter by the score of 11-9 and currently trail, again, 19-12 at the half. It is just two players for the Lady Gorillas in the scoring column, led by aforementioned Reagan Grazer with 10 at the half. A couple of three-pointers, again, including that one at the end of the first quarter buzzer, followed by Danny Vanderwerth, who has the other 9. Lady Gorillas able to get her game going inside and taking advantage of her height, as, again, she's got 9 at the half. For the Lady Buffaloes, again, they relied heavily on the three-point shot, struggled a bit in that first quarter to get things going, but able to knock down a few more in that second quarter. Austin Norman leads the Lady Buffaloes with 6, knocking down 2 three-pointers. Cameron Norman able to knock down a 3 for her 3, and Addie Deal adding 3 points as well on her lone three-point made bucket. And so that brings us to that 19-12 advantage here for the Lady Gorillas. For the Stanley County boys, the latest score I have is looks like at halftime or start of the third period, it is the Sally Buttes Chargers currently leading the Stanley County Buffaloes 21-17. And speaking of the boys basketball team, I saw a message posted on their Facebook page earlier today where it looks like it states on Saturday the boys varsity team will take on Unity Christian out of Iowa at the Stanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls at 2:30 in the Heritage Classic. Streaming of that contest will be done through Live Ticket TV. It is available for all teams taking place who are not able to make the event. The link for that service is going to be at sanfordsports.liveticket.tv, and there is going to be a pay for that. So there is a paywall. It is a one-time, pretty much one-time admission. You pay $11.99, but that gives you basically a pass for all 6 games throughout the day. So if my Stanley County math is right, that's $2 a game, folks. So if you want to watch the Stanley County boys in action against an Iowa team, obviously some different competition that they have, I'm assuming, never played before, make sure to go ahead and check out that sanfordsports.liveticket.tv on Saturday. Again, there'll be games throughout the whole day, but Stanley County is scheduled to tip off around 2:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. And speaking of upcoming contests, we'll be right back here Thursday night as we will have a doubleheader action as the Crow Creek Chieftains will come to town. I believe the girls varsity contest with that one is going to start around closer to 6 p.m. as the JV contest is going to be a little short, I believe, a little short on players for the JV contest. The varsity will tip off around 6 p.m. For the girls' action, followed by the boys after that. So looks like we are about ready to get the second half started here. Let me go ahead and get my scoreboard adjusted here. And the other thing I just noticed at halftime here, the injury bug must be biting the Lady Buffs a bit as well. I know Brecken Hebner was out early in the year with some sort of knee or leg injury, but I also see Jariah Walker on the bench over there in street clothes, so that's going to limit the Lady Buffalo as well, as Walker was Also a post presence for the Lady Buffaloes inside as Austin Norman will launch a three to kick things off here the second half. That rattles out. They won't let it out of bounds and be Gorilla basketball. As Grazier will cross the timeline once again here for the Gorillas. She'll hand it to Vosika. Over to Carlson. Back to Grazier. Grazier will take the three. That's off the mark, and McGee comes away with the rebound. McGee off to Briggs. Briggs tries to find McGee at the high post, and McGee loses it. It's one of those unforced turnovers that plague these Lady Buffs at times. Vanderwerth down inside. That shot no good. That was number 14 on that shot attempt, Stivix. Here's Briggs with it. Briggs thought about the three now. She'll take the three. That's going to come up short. Deal's there. Deal gets the offensive rebound and lays it up and in for two. So Deal will start the scoring for the Lady Buffaloes in the second half. Here's Carlson. She'll drive baseline with it. Reverse layup attempt, no good. It's going to go out of bounds off the Gorillas and be Buffalo basketball. Again, Gorillas showing some pressure on the backcourt. Here's Austin Norman with it. Tries to get it to a teammate. McGee ends up with it. Now McGee in trouble. Gets it back to Norman. Norman to Cameron. She'll swing it to McGee. Over to Briggs. Back to Cameron. He'll swing it over to Austin Norman. Norman wide open for three. A little too strong off the back iron. As Grazier will pull down the board. Here's Carlson. Cross court to Vosika. Hands it to Vanderwerth, and Vanderwerth is going to get called for steps. Here's Cameron Norman with it. Tries to dribble through a double team. Able to pick it back up, gets it to Briggs, who finds Deal. Deal will take the jumper just inside the three-point line and knocks it down. So Addie Deal with another bucket as the Lady Buffaloes trail by three. It's Grazier looking for options, finds Carlson. To Vosika. Back to Grazier. Gets a screen. She'll drive baseline with it. She'll take the jumper, a little too strong. Deal able to throw it. Thought maybe she tried to throw it off a Gorilla, but it went off of Cameron Norman instead. Actually, now the officials are going to talk about it, and it is going to go off the Lady Gorillas and be Lady Buffalo basketball. Here's Austin Norman with it as the Gorillas back off the pressure just a bit. Here's McGee at the elbow. To Deal, she'll take another jumper. That one comes up short. It'll be Gorilla basketball now. As Grazier will hand it off to Vosika this time. Back to Grazier. Grazier will drive middle with it. Kicks it back out to Carlson. Stolen by Norman. Norman's going to dribble it off her foot, it appears. Actually, no, we got a foul in the backcourt before that. Didn't hear that whistle. As Carlson will pick up the foul. Here's Cameron Norman with it to McGee. Over to Austin Norman. Cameron Norman with it. Now out to Briggs. Cameron Norman will drive baseline. Looks for options, finds McGee. To Briggs. And going to be stolen by that's Vanderwerth. And Vanderworth will put up the layup for the Gorillas' first bucket of the second half. As we have a jump ball position arrow is going to favor the Gorillas. Grazier off to Carlson, back to Grazier. Swings it over to Carlson. Fosika top of the key. Carlson looking for options now. She'll drive, hands it off to Grazier to Fosika. She'll drive baseline with it. Can't get the shot to go. Are they going to count it on the shot? Let's see. It appears so. So Ashlyn Fosika to the free throw line for a couple. Fosika's first attempt, a little too strong off the back iron. As Jersey Schnee will check in for the Lady Buffaloes, as will number 1 for the Lady Buffs. The number 1 I have on this roster shows Casey Knight, but I do know that is not Casey Knight out there, so I'll try to get that updated here as soon as I can, as that second free throw is no good, but Vanderworth there for the offensive board as she's able to put it back up and in. There's Austin Norman with it, a little bit of some trouble. There's a near turnover, now it is stolen. Fosika back to Grazier. Grazier with another three. Knocks down another one, her third three of the contest. And just like that, the Gorillas increase their lead to 10, 26-16, another turnover. As Grazier can't convert the layup, here's McGee. Down to Deal. Deal gets it blocked from behind, but we're going to have a foul as Vanderwerf's going to foul Addie Deal, and Deal will go to the free throw line. Deal knocks down the first. And Deal knocks down the second. And looks like we're going to have a timeout out here on the floor. Let's go ahead and we'll take one with them here once we see what it is. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout. Let's go ahead and take that with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds right after this.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
All right, back here at Parkview Auditorium with 2:45 left to play in quarter number 3. The Lady Buffaloes currently trail 18-26. And Gorillas in possession of the basketball. As Fosika will set up the offense over to Grazier. Grazier with another deep three off the glass, too strong. Vanderworth there for the offensive rebound. surrounded by Lady Buffaloes. Can't get it to go. Deal there for the rebound. And Deal will bring it across here for the Lady Buffs. Over to McGee. McGee drives, kicks it over to Austin Norman. Back out to McGee. Back to Deal. Deal will take a three. And Deal knocks down another three. Her second of the night. As the Lady Buffs trail down by 5, 21-26 with under 2 minutes to go. In quarter number 3. Here's Grazier. Nice move and knocks down that jumper. McGee off to Schnee. Back out to McGee. Deal with it. Deal goes left. Stops, finds Schnee underneath. Schnee loses it. As Vanderwerth will set things up this time for the Gorillas over to Biggins, who's back in. There's Vosika with it. Biggins top of the key. Back to Vosika. Vanderwerth is going to Deal went for the steal and didn't quite get there in time, so Deal will pick up the personal foul. Just her second as Cameron Norman, and again, number 22 for the Lady Buffaloes. I saw her play during the JV contest, so I don't have her on the varsity roster here, but speaking of the JV girls were victorious earlier, 28-18. As that inbound pass goes to Grazier, that was too strong. As Deal takes it across court now, we're going to have a Lady Buffalo timeout here now. I believe it's going to be another full timeout here. Wait for the official signal here. I haven't seen anything yet, but let's go ahead and we'll just take a 30-second timeout here just to be certain, and we'll be back right after this.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start stop technology, you'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
All right, back live here at Parkview Auditorium. Lady Buffaloes trail 21-28 with just under a minute to go here in period number 3. Again, folks, I don't know if this is correct, but number 22 out there for the Lady Buffaloes on the JV roster anyway. It shows, looks like Alyssa Tedder. My apologies if that is not correct, as, again, I don't have a 22 on my varsity roster here for the Lady Buffaloes. As the Lady Buffaloes will inbound. Here's Cameron Norman with it. Kicks it over to Austin Norman. She wants another three. That one comes up short. And it'll go off the Lady Buffaloes and be Gorilla basketball. Grazier with it once again, gets a screen. She'll drive baseline with it. It's a double team. Nice job defensively by the Lady Buffs. Gets it off to Vanderwerth. Vanderwerth able to put it up. Doesn't get the shot to go, but she will head to the free throw line for 2. Vanderwerth nothing but net on the first. Off the mark on the second. Rebounded by Norman. She'll get it to Deal. Back to Norman here as the Lady Buffs will set up their offense once again. As Another bad pass. We're going to have another jump ball situation. Possession arrow is going to favor the Lady Buffaloes. 23 seconds remain here in quarter number 3. Cameron Norman with it over to Austin Norman. And Norman's going to get bailed out as we're going to have a foul in the backcourt with just under 13 seconds to go. As Vosika is going to pick up her third. Inbound goes to McGee. High post back out to Deal. Deal corner 3. In and out. Rattles back out. There's Vanderwerth. She can't get a shot off at the buzzer. And after 3, it is going to be the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes 21 and the Gregory Lady Gorillas 29. Let's go and take a break here, and we'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this.
A bank isn't a place to lock up money. It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Graham Tire of
All right, welcome back to Parkview Auditorium as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Again, Lady Buffs currently trail by 8, 21-29. It'll be Lady Gorilla basketball here to start the fourth. As Vanderwerth will set things up this time. It's off to Grazier. Grazier takes the deep 3. Doesn't catch anything. It'll be Lady Buffalo basketball. See how the Lady Buffaloes handle the pressure here. They get it across court nicely this time around. Briggs looking for options. Finds McGee at the elbow. Here's Cameron Norman with it. That shot's going to get partially blocked, and McGee is going to pick up a loose ball foul. Vanderwerth will bring it up court here once again for the Gorillas. Over to Carlson. Back down to Vanderwerth. She spins towards middle. Deal is going to pick up the foul. Looked like she got quite a bit of ball from here, but it's going to send Vanderwerth to the free throw line. As Deal picks up her fourth. Vanderwerth off the mark on the first. And again, another Lady Buff that I don't have on my roster, number 3, that I saw playing the JV game. And we can't get the second free throw to go either. Loose ball. Lady Buffaloes are going to come away with it. This will be off the Gorillas and still remain Lady Buffalo basketball. Cameron Norman hands it off to Austin Norman. High post to Briggs. Back out to McGee. McGee will take the long 3, and McGee knocks it down. Her first bucket of the night. And that'll cut it to a 24-29 deficit with 6:45 to go here in the fourth and final quarter. Vanderwerf with a nice spin move in the middle, can't get it to go. Scramble for the rebound. Nice job by, that's Briggs on the floor. Possession arrow is going to favor the Lady Buffaloes. As Austin Norman will walk it up and set it up for the Lady Buffaloes. High post to McGee, tries to get it to Cameron Norman, stolen by the Gorillas. As Briggs is going to pick up a foul along the sideline. Sophie Scalia checks back in for the Lady Gorillas. Grazier with it, stolen nicely by Norman. Or excuse me, that's Briggs. Briggs can't get the layup to go. Grazier quickly back down court. Now the Lady Gorillas lose it. Here's Cameron Norman with it now. Over to Briggs, back to Norman, to Austin Norman. Thought about the three. Now she'll take the deep three, comes up short. As Grazier will set things up as she's done most of the evening here for the Lady Gorillas. Inside to Vanderwerf. Can't get that to go. Scramble for the offensive rebound. Vanderwerf gets it. Able to put it back up and in and count the bucket. So Vanderwerf's size is too much for the Lady Buffs down low. So Vanderwerf trying to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Rims out, but Mosika there for the offensive rebound. As the Gorillas lose it. And the Lady Buffaloes with a chance here now as Austin Norman brings it up court. Over to McGee. McGee drives middle. Kicks it out to Cameron Norman. Norman for three. In and out. Journey Schnee there for the rebound. Back to Austin Norman. Norman for three. That hits the front of the rim. And Norman's going to foul Fosika. As that's going to be 5 fouls on the Lady Buffalo, so that's going to send the Lady Gorillas into the bonus for the rest of the ball game. So Fosika will step up to the free throw line for a couple. Again, new rule implemented this year where it only takes 5 team fouls to enter the bonus, and Fosika hits nothing but net on the first, her first point of the contest. Somebody other than Vanderwerf and Grazier scoring for the Gorillas. And Fosika rattles in the second. Schnee with it, looking for some options. Finds Austin Norman. To Cameron Norman. Norman will drive, puts up the shot off the glass, too strong. And Grazier there for the rebound. Grazier, nice backdoor cut by Vanderwerf, will put up and in the layup. Nice play there by the Lady Gorillas. Austin Norman to McGee. McGee will drive. McGee puts up the shot. Is going to get fouled. So Casey McGee will head to the free throw line for a couple to try to cut into this 11-point deficit. Too strong on the first. And McGee gets the roll on the second. .4:25 here to go in the fourth quarter. Lady Buffaloes trail by 10, 25-35. Vosika will cross the timeline with it this time. To Vanderwerth, back out to Vosika. Vosika will drive, puts up the shot. Too strong, but is going to get fouled and head to the free throw line. Vosika just knocked down 2 earlier, and she is now 3 for 3. Make it 4 for 4 now for Vosika. Another near turnover by the Lady Buffs, but it's going to end up off the hands of the Lady Gorillas. Just over 4 minutes to go here. Cameron Norman to McGee. McGee will take the 3 off the mark, and Briggs is going to pick up a foul in the backcourt, sending the Gorillas back to the free throw line. It will be Reagan Grazier shooting the free throws this go around. Grazier rattles in the first. A little too strong on the second. Lady Buffaloes come away with the rebound. Here's Deal with it. Gets it over to Briggs. Briggs back out to McGee. Cross court to Austin Norman. Norman goes baseline with it. Back out to Deal. Deal drives, kicks it over to McGee. McGee drives, but it's going to get fouled. So the Lady Buffs will inbound underneath their own basket. Out to Norman. Swings to Austin Norman. To McGee. And McGee's going to get that shot blocked. Gets her own rebound. Puts up the shot too strong. And Vanderwerth is going to lose it as Vosika is down. McGee with a long jumper. That one rattles out. Looks like Vosika's okay. As the Lady Gorillas can take their time now. Vosika with it. She'll drive, and Briggs will pick up another foul, sending Vosika back to the free throw line where she's 4 for 4. All in this quarter, I believe. Vosika comes up short on that attempt. As Carlson will check back in for the Lady Gorillas. Grazier takes a seat. Vosika too strong on the second, but Vanderwerth there for the offensive rebound, up off the glass and good. Austin Norman to Cameron Norman. Back to Austin. Austin will stop, take the 3 at the top of the key, rims out. Stevics is there for the rebound for the Gorillas. Vanderwerth to Carlson. Carlson will drive baseline. Knocked out of bounds off of Cameron Norman. 2:33 to play here in the ball game. Vanderwerth with a nice drive baseline, puts it up off the glass once again and in. Here's Cameron Norman with it. He swings it to Austin. Austin to Briggs. Briggs will take the long jumper too strong. Deal there for the offensive rebound. Back to Norman. That shot jumper comes up short. As we have under 2 minutes to play here now. As the Gorillas just may play a little bit of keep away here. Here's Vosika on the drive. Shot attempt too strong. Gets her own rebound back up and in. So the first field goal for Vosika. As the Gorillas increase their lead now to 44-25. Norman to Deal. Deals corner three. Rims out once again. It's going to go off the Lady Buffaloes and be Lady Gorilla basketball. As we have a line change here, let's see if all these Gorillas are on the roster here. There's Sophie Scalia I see out there, number 33. Looks like number 5 out there, Emily Grimm. Let's see what else is out there. Looks like number 1, Abigail Holmes. I see number 15, Ellie Talsma. And number 3, it appears, Brooklyn Abdo. So the jump ball called possession here is going to favor the Lady Gorillas with 1:15 to go. As they will inbound underneath their own basket. Looked like it went off the foot of the Gorillas, but they're going to say it's still Gorilla basketball. Gorillas inbound it. That elbow jumper too strong by the Gorillas. I believe that was Holmes on the jumper. So 1:05 to play now. Let's see if the Lady Buffaloes can get another bucket or two here before the end buzzer here. Norman will drive baseline. Kicks it back out to Austin Norman. Norman will launch another three, and then he drills another one. Her, let's see, third three of the ball game. Lady Buffaloes need a lot more of that, though. As we have a Gorilla turnover, so let's see if the Lady Buffaloes can get another bucket here with 45 seconds remaining. There's Austin Norman with it. To Briggs. Briggs drives middle, loses it. And another jump ball possession. That's going to still favor the Lady Buffaloes with 37.5 seconds. And Malcolm Norman inside the deal, tries to kick it back out. Scramble once again for the loose ball. Gorillas come away with it. And they can just run out the clock if they please here as the shot clock is off. Drive here by the Gorillas. That shot's too strong. Offensive rebound. As number 3 will take a jumper. That's no good. Offensive rebound underneath by number 12, who was in, Savannah O'Brien. Final 5 seconds here now. As the final horn will sound, and it'll be a 44-28 victory for the Gregory Lady Gorillas over the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. We'll go ahead and take a break here. I'll tally up some stats here, try to check on that boys basketball score for you here before we go, and come back with a game recap as well right after this.
Your premier hometown shop specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at GrahamTire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, Our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Tide Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience, learn from factory-trained service experts, and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Tide Machinery, Highmore, Miller, and Pierre, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
WindCircle, operating since 1995. We combine quality customer service and experience with the right technology to meet your needs. Our cybersecurity certified technicians will make sure your systems are secure. Services offered are video and data cabling, service and support contracts, cutting-edge camera systems to door security devices. WindCircle has many hardware options: Dell, HP, Cisco, SonicWall, and Ruckus, to name a few. Our staff has over 30 years of combined network design and cabling experience at your disposal. Call us today, 605-224-1111, and request a free quote. Again, that's 605-224-1111.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron, or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
All right, welcome back to Parkview Auditorium as we conclude tonight's contest, as it's the Lady Gorillas from Gregory with their second victory on the season over the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes by the score of 44-28. Let's see here. Recap-wise, actually, before we do that, let's the last score I got here, according to the SD score feed app, the Sully Butte Chargers do lead the Stanley County Buffaloes 40-38. According to this, under a minute left in the fourth quarter, so a good one open Oneida. I'll see if we can get a final on that before we leave the broadcast tonight. But to recap this, again, a battle of a couple of struggling teams, but it was pretty much the size advantage of the Lady Gorillas. I was able to finally overtake the Lady Buffaloes tonight, especially in that fourth quarter, and outduel the Lady Buffaloes here tonight. Slow start for both teams in that first quarter, just a 3-8 score after one. Pretty competitive second quarter as the Lady Gorillas able to outscore the Lady Buffaloes 11-9 and take a 19-12 lead for the Lady Gorillas into half. The Lady Buffaloes were right there again, score-wise, just outscored 10-9 in that third quarter, and only trailed by 8 after the third, 29-21. But the wheels kind of fell off a little bit. Maybe a little fatigue set in, and again, the Lady Buffaloes just didn't have an answer inside for Danny Vanderwerth. We'll get to her in a moment here, as just too much size inside, and Lady Girl is able to outscore the Lady Buffaloes in that fourth and final quarter, 15-4. To make the final 44 to 20. I says 28 here. I have 25, but let's see. I'll double check my score here. Maybe I gave the Buffaloes an extra 3 when it wasn't. Either way, it happens. But to recap, the unofficial scoring for tonight for the visiting Lady Gorillas, Danny Vanderwerth, the 5'10" freshman forward. I have her unofficially on the night with 22 points. Again, a lot of that damage coming inside, getting some easy buckets in the paint, followed by Reagan Grazier. It was Vanderworth and Grazier were the only two to score in the first half for the Lady Gorillas, but Grazier, who had 10 at the half, finishes with what I have as 16 on the night for her, and Ashlyn Vosika able to contribute in that fourth quarter, ending up with 6 points total on the night. So only 3 scores for the Lady Gorillas in the scorebook tonight, but it was certainly enough to get past the Lady Buffaloes tonight. For the Lady Buffaloes, again, I'm not sure that I have this correct, but I do have Austin Norman and Addie Deal with 9 points apiece for the Lady Buffaloes. Casey McGee with a strong fourth quarter with 4 points on the evening, and Cameron Norman able to knock down a 3 in that first half for her lone 3 points. That only adds up to 25, so I'm not sure if I gave the Buffaloes an extra 3 points on the scoreboard here, or if I missed 3 points somewhere along the way, but either way, it's going to be the Lady Gorillas victorious over the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes here. And again, we'll have basketball action once again right back here at Parkview Auditorium on Thursday night, as it's the Crow Creek Chieftains in town for a doubleheader. Again, to my understanding, due to lack of maybe a JV squad, things are going to get started a little earlier than usual, so they expect varsity girls tip-off to be around 6 p.m. And again, we'll have both that varsity girls and boys action right here from Parkview Auditorium on Thursday night. So be sure to tune in to Go Buffs Live for that. I'm hoping our friends at the Dakota Radio Group will be here to cover that play-by-play, but if not, I'll certainly fill in as needed. Let me see if I refresh that score here for that boys game to see if it's gone final. I do not see that it has gone final yet. So it does look like I am missing maybe 3 points here for the Lady Buffalo score. My apologies there for that I missed a 3-point shot along the way there for the Lady Buffs. So again, that's why it's unofficial scoring. So again, let me pull up that reminder that the saw earlier today on the school Stanley County School Facebook page, as well as the boys. Looks like they got invited to the Heritage Classic out in Sioux Falls on Saturday, and they will take on a team from Iowa, Unity Christian, at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls at 2:30 p.m. So I know it's quite a trip out to Sioux Falls, so if you can't make that trip, you do have to pay for the service, but it will be live streamed right here on liveticket.tv at sanfordsports.liveticket.tv. The price is $11.99, but you get access to all 6 games that day. So again, just $2 a game to enjoy some high school basketball action out in Sioux Falls at that Heritage Classic on Saturday. So we certainly wish the boys luck there. I'm sure we'll probably get that announced a time or two during the Crow Creek action as well on Thursday. So let me refresh one more time to see if anything's gone final here for that boys game up in Oneida. I still show it 40-30 with just under a minute to go, so no update there. So looks like we won't have a final for you there tonight. Let me make sure nobody texted me anything of that nature. I don't see anything of that nature either. So we'll see how that one turns out here for the boys. But with that, let's go ahead and conclude things here tonight from Parkview Auditorium, and we will be back here Thursday night for more basketball action. So Brian Minning with Go Buffs Live. Thanks for tuning in, and safe travels to the Lady Gorillas as they head back to Gregory victorious over the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes tonight. Again, final score, Lady Gorillas 44, Stanley County Lady Buffaloes 28. Have a good evening, everyone.